Hi friends, Rotary in Mumbai, called as District 3141, is one of the premier Rotary districts in the world, and Rotary Year 2021 is a vision year with District Governor Sunil Mehra at the helm of affairs. In this year, many new initiatives have been introduced to create a difference in the society and make Rotary seen. In this year, we have started a novel concept called as the Viz Biz Talks, an initiative to support Rotarians to support Rotary. Friends, Viz Biz Talk Show is a hot from over initiative to create more bonding and proximity amongst Rotarians on personal, Rotary and professional front. In these interviews, we speak to visionary Rotarians who, by virtue of the selfless work towards the community, have reached important decisive positions, and their actions today will help Rotary to serve more and make a difference in the community. I am your host, Dr. Manish Motwani, a bariatric surgeon, that's a laparoscopic weight loss surgeon, and also the Chief Coordinator for Rotary District 3141 in the year 2021. And I will be your host on the Viz Biz Talk Show. Friends, we have a very special guest today, a Rotarian with more than 5 years of Rotary experience, a Rotarian from Rotary Club of Bombay, Mahakali Heights. This is that same club, friends, which has done some extraordinary work during the COVID times. And yes, friends, he is none other than Rotarian GURPREET UPPAL. By classification into an IT expert and into solar professional and engineering. Gurpreet Singh Uppal is the founder and director of 7 Parallels Techno Consultants Private Limited, an organization providing customized and high quality turnkey solar rooftop solutions and innovative renewable energy products, bringing over 50 years of combined cross-functional experience. A technology industry leader bringing 30 plus years of experience in technical expertise to help build smart solar solutions for educational institutions, industries, commercial complexes, smart cities, rural areas, and various other customer segments. Friends, he's a man of commitment, man of integrity, man with a foresight, and he always knows what his task at hand is. He's a fighter and he's a go-getter. And this Rotarian, Gurpreet Uppal, will take over the reins of Rotary Club of Mahakali Heights in the year 2021 as President of the Year and ensure that he proves himself and the club reaches bigger and bigger heights in time to come. So friends, presenting before you, my dear friend, Rotarian Gurpreet Uppal.
Thank you, Dr. Motwani, for such a nice introduction. Thank you so much.
Gurpreet, it's a pleasure to have you over here with us. Just to tell you that district में सब plan करते हैं, आपको motivate करते हैं. जो असल काम होता है वो तो आप करते हो as president and members of the club. So I should thank you so much for taking out time and coming on this talk show and blessing us. आपसे बात करके ना सिर्फ हमें motivation मिलेगा, but there are going to be so many other presidents, so many other Rotarians, so many non-Rotarians will be listening to you today. And your talk today is going to be a source of motivation and inspiration to so many other people who will be listening today. So welcome to this talk show once again. And with that said, shall I proceed ahead with a few questions that I have in mind to be asked to you?
Sure, doctor. Please.
गुरप्रीत, आपको जाना तो बहुत है, इतने सालों में यारों के यार हो और काम करने में कभी पीछे नहीं हटते. And you're always in the forefront doing something great, whether it is your year or his year or that one's year, it doesn't make a difference to you. You're a worker from the core, and you always like to do something great and innovative all the time. So tell us something more about yourself as a person and about your family life.
Okay, so just I'll tell you about my family first and then I'll come to my professional life. Actually, I'm basically belong to Agra because my father and in fact my grandfather also served Indian Army. So my grandfather served Indian Army for more than 4 decades. He was at 509 Army Base Workshop, and my father also was with Central Ordnance Depot. Being with Army, it was a transferable job, so I actually saw the entire India during my schooling days, actually, right from Bharatpur to Srinagar to various other places like Agra and Bathinda and so many. So that was schooling, and after that I settled at Patiala because my Chachaji, my uncle, was there at Patiala as chemistry professor. So I studied there. I did my BSc and I'm gold medalist in Punjab University. And after that I did my BE in electronics and telecommunication. And after that I joined Indian Space Mission, which actually was a kind of, at that time in India, Stretch Rohini satellite series was being launched, and I was part of that team where we were supposed to create a system so that it goes to orbit and sends the signals back. After that, I joined a company called HCL, worked for 17 years with them, and then Capgemini, and I was delivery director, worked there for close to around 8 years. My last posting was in UK, came back to India in 2015 to do something good for the society and for the community and joined Rotary. That is my journey so far.
Fantastic. Something about your family, your wife. We were there
Yeah,
installation.
sorry.
We were thrilled to see
Yeah,
them.
right. My wife is interior designer. She is a freelance interior designer, runs it in the name of Layout Interiors. She has also designed that Lotus petrol pump which you see at Oshiwara. That is designed by her. She has designed a lot of other offices like Nestle, UTI, uh, etc. And apart from that, Gazebo Industries office and a lot of residential projects. Even Andrew Timmons' bungalow apartment was done by her, and Timmy's bungalow here in Mahakali Road.
So that's
And I have two kids. My daughter is studying in UK. She just completed bachelor's in clinical psychology, and my son is in standard 10th, studies at Leelavati by Podar School, Santa Cruz.
this is about your personal life, Gurpreet, but we also are into the process of making Rotarians aware about the professions and work of other Rotarians. We are also in the process of promoting work amongst Rotarians. So we bond with each other on personal front, we bond with each other on Rotary front and carry out projects together. But why not keep our businesses also together? So we want this Rotary to be a small knit family where each Rotarian supports another Rotarian, and if all the Rotarians work together, it will come up as a small knit good family where everyone is prospering. And this is what we are all looking at. And this was the concept behind this Rotary Viz Biz Talks. We want you to tell us something more about your business and how it could benefit others. Who are the type of people who will benefit from your business?
As you mentioned earlier, that I'm into solar business, so we are installing rooftop solar projects for different customers, be it educational, industry, or commercial complexes, etc. Even residential we do. So in this, we are having two type of offerings. One is OPEX, where we have investor who actually puts the money and you can get the plant installed and you sign the PPA, power purchase agreement, and you pay on monthly basis based on the consumption. And second model is that you invest the money upfront and then reap the benefits later. So that way we are promoting green energy. So that is one of the ideas. Also, we are into retail business also, which we have just launched recently, in which we are also promoting business solar products, like for example, solar laptop charger. So that is a very good product which we are coming out with. We are having solar lanterns and a lot of solar rural products where you can light one fan and two solar lights using those solar panels. So that is solar. Apart from that, I also during COVID times where solar was not happening. So what I did, I also started a holistic educator series in which I am going to take up tuitions for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th students, in which I'm going to give them tuitions online, where I will be looking at the holistic development of a student. How do we increase focus? How do we try to memorize certain things? Different behaviors which students normally don't focus on.
Oh, this is lovely thought process. With this kind of thought process, you can really make a huge impact on many others and help them out. So this is lovely ideas. And a solar laptop charger, this is something I'm hearing for the first time, but this is what Rotary is all about. You meet so many people with so many different talents, so much different work quality, and see, I also got to learn something new today. Thank you so much for that, Gurpreet. Gurpreet, coming to our Rotary, you are the person who will be in the driver's seat at the helm of affairs in Rotary Club of Mahakali Heights. and you all have been doing some lovely work. You all have some great members in the club who have driven the club and brought it to this level. And it is your responsibility to take it much further ahead. And I'm sure a person like you will take up each and every responsibility with lots of dedication, efforts, and sincerity, and that out-of-box thinking which you're known for. So let us know something about your plans for the year 2021.
My plan for year 2021 is that first of all we'll continue with the COVID projects, which actually we are already doing. We are in distribution of PPE kits, also masks, etc. Apart from that, we are also distributing langar or food to a lot of needy people. So that is what will continue. Apart from that, we also have taken lead in which we are distributing homeopathy medicines to actually increase immunity levels. So we have already done close to around 1,20,000 families we have covered in phase 1. Phase 2 has started, in which we already covered 2,25,000 families. So that is one thing which will continue. Apart from that, till we are not able to meet, I would take this opportunity to strengthen the club by getting a lot of good seminars or good guest speakers who actually will be actually giving us knowledge about how to run the club, how to hone our management skills, etc. So that is what. So I am driving membership in a very big way during this time, because youth is interested in doing some meaningful and good projects, and this is a time I would like to use to get them attracted and give them guidance so that they can help us in doing some projects during COVID times and then continue further.
Fantastic.
So
Gurpreet, you are also aware about the Annapurna project that is happening on the 1st of July. In fact, it was supposed to be a 1st of July project, but we are going to make it as a month challenge, a 2 million meal challenge. And you've already been providing langar to many in the entire COVID times. Why don't you get in touch with the person who's in charge for this? I will get you connected to him. And you, through your own club and through your gurdwaras around, if we can start distributing langar on that 1st July, we can make this project still much more bigger and better project. So one is Annapurna. Then we have Bhagban on the 2nd day. I would request you to kindly ensure that you all get in touch with many elders home, and again get in touch with the people who are concerned. You have the district directory with you, which was launched a few days back. We have tree plantation, we have got blood donation, but we have to understand that this 1 year of presidentship is never going to come back again.
true.
This is a time that you have got, irrespective of COVID, the only time to do your best for the community.
Just for Annapurna, I've already started working on it. In fact, we already collected funds, and more funds are expected. And I am already talking to the team and helping them out. Whatever best we can do, we'll definitely do. I've already reached out to Gurdwara, so all these things are happening in the background.
So you have your Shere Punjab Gurdwara also next door.
Yeah, we want to involve them, and I'm talking to the management and seeing how they can help.
Fantastic, and you would be knowing everyone also around.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's great. That's fantastic. But any of the Gurudwaras in Mumbai, if you have got any problem in getting associated, not just Shere Punjab.
Yeah, you can.
Just let us know. We've got our very strong connections with all the Gurudwaras in Mumbai, and I can get you connected with the right person on phone ASAP whenever you need that.
Great. Thank you so much.
I'm sure you would be having more connections than me with Gurudwaras, but I am so much a follower of a Gurudwara that I've had very strong connections everywhere. And Gurpreet, your year is bound to go good. We are starting with feeding the hungry. The next day is taking the blessings of the elderly. You and I and all of us together are going to support DG Sunil Mehra and each and every venture that he does, each and every endeavor, to ensure that 2021 becomes one of the best years for District 3141 and many years to come to. So thank you so much for your time. You have been great in whatever you have been thinking. I know your execution is going to be absolutely flawless, and we all together will ensure that District 3141 reaches unprecedented heights, and we'll be able to do a lot more for the community. Thank you, Gurpreet, for your presence here. It has been a real pleasure to host you on this talk show. Hope you've enjoyed it too.
Yeah, thank you so much. In fact, one last thing if I want to actually tell, basically this is close to my heart, which actually I want to tell here, that since I'm already in solar, and there is a wind energy, which is again a renewable source. And then we are doing a lot of good check dam projects already there in pipeline. So if we can actually have all these three forces, which are natural, combined and create energy out of that, that will be great. So that I have been actually mulling over. So that may be a good project where we have solar, wind, and hydro all combined and create a very good self-sustainable energy project, so that our dependency on the grid reduces quite a bit.
Absolutely, what you say is carrying a lot of meaning. We can discuss with this about this with DG Sunil Mehra, and then if at all we want to take project on these lines, we can really go ahead and do something worthwhile and meaningful on these lines too. So great, Gurpreet. Thank you once again for your presence. It was an absolute pleasure hosting you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.